This is where women either crawl out the seminars or stand to attention. Because one of the most dreaded, fearful monsters in the world is dealing with sex with Christian women. You see, isn't it, Brenda? We get so frightened to talk about the things that we have the most problem with. We walk around acting like that we are just 16 years old and, got everything under control, and that our bedroom is the same every night. It's just awesome. Not awful, awesome. And we're still so productive, it's just a sin. And we wish that every woman could be like us. And we perceive that our merchandise is good. Is good. But I'm afraid it's not always that way. See, I'm going to tell you something. It's back to I. Buck and I have the most marvelous relationship. You can't believe it. I have to say it. He's sitting here. No, but it's true. It's fun. You know what? You know what Fredericks is? You do? I feel better about you. See, hang on, girls. It's getting good. What time are we going home today? You don't have to spend a lot of money to have fun. See, Fredericks is living proof of that. You don't get a lot for your money to have. And they're carrying things for men now. You didn't know that. You've been buying them for you and thought, no, they're for men. Buck goes and, yes, you do. Honey, you cannot wear the catalog. You must go buy the clothes. That's Sandra again. But this is great. We're laughing all that food off. Buck will go. Now, the difference in me and Buck, I love for him to go buy my lingerie because he gets real expensive kind. But me, I just go out and get everything on sale at Fredericks, No, really, the thing, it doesn't matter what you pay for something. But every once in a while, gals, you need to go out and buy something. We're talking skimpy. Are you a saved, born-again, spirit-filled Christian? Okay, please accept what I'm going to say. Are you married? Yes, I knew you were. You love it, she loved it. Who's his wife? Thank you. Hey, let me break in and say thanks, you sweet people, for bringing this sound system down. What is your name, baby? I'm sorry.
Sloan. Glenn. Mary Ann.
Glenn and Mary Ann Sloan. And they have come down just to run the sound. Since they're married, I can get by with anything. Okay, go out, buy yourself something real often. At least a couple of times a month. If it's $2.98. Just something. And go, now this will kill you. Go in before your husband gets off from work. We're talking bubble bath for days. Just let it run out over into the floor. Shave the legs. Pluck the eyebrows, my God, and don't miss that mole on your face. Get the hair out of it. Look good. Look good. And don't do everything you do if you're just getting married. My Lord, give me a break. Do it right. And girls, burn the flannel gowns. We don't use flannel gowns. No, we don't. Do we? Do we? Does anybody wear flannel gowns? Oh my God, go away and get well. But I'll tell you. Oh, yes, give the woman a hand. Oh, yes, yes. Oh, Lord. Well, the thing of it is, it smothers him. You want to get close. I'll tell you something that's permissible, though, to wear his underwear. Oh, sure. What you do, you put on boxers and you tie a knot on both sides. It's very sexy. Now, when you get yourself all fixed up and you know it's about time for him, you meet him at the door like this. And you've got candelabras on the table. For heaven's sake, put perfume on. And if you can't cook, my Lord, heat some bologna and set it there by the candles. Something impressive. Go out and buy some food and tell him you've been slaving all day. He won't know the difference. Or care either if, looking like that, who wants to eat? And then what you two girls, you go in, take him to the bedroom, and just scare the pants off of him. Scare him. Do everything you ever thought about doing. Because, you see, he belongs to you. And that's right. And if you don't do it, this is where you get in trouble. Somebody else may do it for you. Oh, you wasn't ready for that? Secure women do that. Secure women don't worry about the secretary at the office. She may be a size 4. She may have wonderful hair and wonderful skin. That isn't always what a man's looking for. A man loves the inside, guts of a woman's personality. They love secure women that aren't bossy. They love it when women know how to give themselves totally to them. They love it when women forget how to say, "No, dear, I have a headache." They love it when the woman says, "My God," she gets on the phone, "Mother, come get the kids for the weekend. Me and Charlie's going to have a blowout." You don't even want those kids around. Don't take the kids to the bedroom with you. No, they wouldn't understand. That's not the place to teach them. Men love that about women. Oh, you say, "Dottie, I'm too old." Oh, I don't want to hear it. You never get too old to play games. We're living proof we play games all the time. We wear false eyelashes, lots of false things, wigs, dress up in crazy antique clothes from the vine. We're always playing games. Why can't we play games with men we love? Before somebody else plays games with him. See, women out there in the world that don't know the Lord, they're just out to catch a good man that makes a good living, kind of handsome, good personality. They don't care how they trick them. They get them like this. You say, I've known a lot of women say, "Oh, look at me. I look great. I have a great home. I'm a good housewife, take good care of my kids and all this." And you wouldn't believe who my husband's going out with. She's overweight, she's flat-chested, she's bald-headed, whatever. But she done something right. She gave him some attention, see? She didn't nag him. Nagging, 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 nagging. I used to be a bad nagger. When Buck and I were going through our problems, I didn't fuss and fight with him, but I nagged. Just how to poke somebody and turn a knife, and act so innocent. Isn't that sickening the way we do those things? But all the things the men love about women, if you look back, most of those things you practiced when you were dating him. Now, it might not have been the real you, but you made sure you did all the right things until you got him, and then you just fell apart. Now, some of you that we talked about last night that have gone through some rough waters, some marital problems, you start letting yourself go. Don't you do that? Don't you do it? And some of you haven't even had marital problems, you start letting yourself go, and excuse me, I'm going to step on some toes now. Some of you get too fat, some too skinny. Either way, I've been too skinny, and that didn't feel good. It took me weeks to put on 12 pounds years ago, trying to not look like a poster child. I mean, I was undernourished, I was unhappy, and that's just as bad as being overweight. Now, being overweight doesn't mean you say, "Well, Dottie, I don't eat a whole lot." That's not my problem. I don't eat a whole lot. But, honey, somebody's putting food in your mouth. Truly. I know what happens. When your lamp goes out in the midnight hour, somebody sneaks in and feeds you food. That's what it is. No, unless you have a real health problem, your elbow's been overworking, getting to your mouth. And anorexia is a sad disease also. Did you know that? I know women, really I have to fight, because if I think I've got 2 or 3 pounds right now, I'm going to take off